Number one rule is the song. You should never compromise on the quality of the music. And the number one thing with the music is that you have to have a really, really good song. And it doesn't matter if it's country music or hip-hop or pop or rock. Any style you go with, it's the quality of the song that's number one.
Все-таки во всем есть некая формула. Может быть, он расскажет эту формулу, которая есть там, на далеком Западе.
I think there are some artists that are very commercial, and there are some artists that are not so commercial, but are still very good. So I think when you, because I don't sing myself, I work with a singer, I always look to that singer, and then I try to make that singer as successful as possible, doing what they do without compromising.
Where is it going to right now? The music industry. How do you see it in the future?
I think streaming will change everything, because you will get a whole new generation of artists who are very good at streaming. The CD will be gone. Even downloads will be gone. It's already gone, yeah, and even downloads are gone. iTunes is dead. The other really important thing is that live performances will become more and more theatrical, because live performance in the last 10 years have actually gone through an electronic revolution. So the standards now for live performance are much higher than before. So I think we will have a kind of electronic theater of artists who will stream their music and be very good at streaming their music successfully. And that means that a traditional artist who would record a CD and then release a CD and then go on a tour, that model is dead. That's over. It's much more instant now, and you have to be much more flexible than before. I think, for example, the album is dead. The album is too boring now. It's too long. People are not interested in it. What's going to happen with streaming is that all music from around the world will be available everywhere in the world. That both mean a great chance for Russian artists to create an audience outside of Russia, but it also means that foreign artists are going to be more competitive in Russia. Because I think the music consumer in the future will not care if the artist comes from their own country or not, because the artist can come from anywhere in the world. The usual way music was done was that a big record company signed an artist and decided which countries it would be released in, and then they marketed the artist there. That is now completely gone, because this model means that the music consumers and the artists have direct access to each other. So this is, when you ask me what the biggest revolution is in the next 10 years, this is the revolution in the next 10 years.
Could you give some advice how to survive in this industry, or how to become successful?
Well, if you're going to work with music management, you find the most talented artists. And then you convince them that you work better for them than anybody else. And then you give them a piece of paper and they sign it where they give away everything they earn to you. Then you're very successful.
I really like to know how can you combine such different activities, and maybe you've got some special advice for type.
There are two things I love. One is music and the other is new technology. And I try to make music using the latest technology, but also what technology does to people that's always been very interesting too. So I've tried to maintain an academic career as a writer too. Yeah. Observing what technology does, especially to young people, because young people are always the ones to use technology first. And it turned out that, in a way, being an academic who studies technology, I became even more credible as an academic by making music with the latest technology at the same time. Because I do what's called in English, I practice what I preach. And a preacher who also practices what he preaches is always more credible and a better preacher than anybody else.
What is the main aim of your art?
The aim is to have fun and touch other people's hearts. When people sing along to your song, it's like having sex with them. It's amazing. It's the magic of music that really drives me. And my main is to have fun. I don't have a deeper meaning than that. My main aim is to have fun. I can be political too. I'm a big WikiLeaks supporter at the moment in Sweden, because I think it's important with transparency. I think the internet generation deserves to be listened to. But why I go to the studio with Andreas, why I love to work with him, is because he touches my heart when he sings, and I love to write songs with him. It's as easy as that.